Hello and welcome once again to a new episode from Spice and Easy Kitchen. I hope you are all doing well, and today's recipe is a stuffed eggplant dish. It is prepared in a very delicious way, and I will start with these eggplants here. I am going to slice them lengthwise like this, and I hope you enjoy this recipe. I cut them like this so they stay thin and not too thick. This is the shape we want, and I will continue the same way until I finish. I will come back once everything is ready. After slicing the eggplants, I sprinkle a little salt on them. I season all the sides and turn the eggplants to salt them evenly. I coat them well with salt. I leave them for about 15 to 20 minutes so they release excess water. This also removes the bitterness, and I will return after the resting time. As you can see, the eggplants have already released a lot of liquid. Now I dry off all the excess moisture they released. I make sure to dry them very well. I lined the tray with paper and arranged the eggplants on it. Then I lightly brushed them with a little oil. They only need a light coating. You can also fry them in a pan instead of baking them in the oven. But this method is much healthier. I turn the eggplants over so both sides are coated with oil. This way both sides are evenly brushed. I brush the other side the same way. The oven is already preheated to 200 degrees, and I'd bake them for 20 minutes. While the eggplants are cooking, I prepare the filling. This filling will be used to stuff the eggplants. I heat a frying pan and add 2 tablespoons of oil. Use any oil you prefer for this recipe. I saute one medium onion until it softens slightly. Then I add the carrot after the onion cooks a little. I add 1 carrot grated on the coarse side. The carrot is grated roughly for texture. I saute the carrot together with the onion. Then I add 2 thinly sliced garlic cloves. I prefer slicing the garlic instead of grating it to keep the flavor stronger. Cutting it with a knife helps preserve its taste. I add salt according to taste. Then I add half a teaspoon of black pepper. I also add 1 teaspoon of basil. The filling is ready, and I do not overcook it. I only cook it lightly so it keeps its texture and quality. Now I transfer the filling into a bowl so it can cool slightly. After that, I will add some ground chicken. I leave the filling to cool down for a moment. Then I add 300 grams of ground chicken breast. I mix all the ingredients together well. Next, I add 1 egg. Then I add chopped parsley. I use about 1 or 2 tablespoons of parsley and a little black pepper. I also add a little salt because the chicken was not seasoned. The mixture needs extra seasoning with salt and black pepper. I mix everything together, and now the eggplants are cooked. Now I will start stuffing the eggplants. I hold one slice like this and place some filling inside. Then I fold it over this way. This is the final shape we want. I continue the same process until all the eggplants are filled. Then I come back to show you the next step. I take the baking dish and grease it lightly with oil. Then I sprinkle some breadcrumbs over the dish. The breadcrumbs are finely ground. Now I arrange the stuffed eggplants in the dish. Then I sprinkle a little cheese on top. I cover the stuffed eggplants with cheese. The oven is preheated to 180 degrees. I bake the dish for 30 minutes until it is ready. The dish is cooked perfectly and looks delicious. I decorate it with a little parsley for presentation. This step is completely optional. As you can see, the result looks wonderful. Try eggplant this way because it turns out truly delicious. You can see how beautiful the final result looks with this method. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe, so please like and subscribe. Press the notification bell to receive all the latest recipes, and see you next time.